Hey everyone! Welcome to Let's Play Quest for Glory 4 with me, your host Tim. Holy crap! There'll be some prep here which you can skip by going down to the comments section down below, where we will have I will have a link down there allowing you to jump ahead to this part of the video where we actually start playing the game, in case you don't care about this little bit of prep. I have to keep doing this or the game's not going to know I'm recording anything. It's going to think I'm not. Right! So, why on earth am I picking up from here instead of the beginning, and what's Quest for Glory 4, and how are we playing it, and all sorts of other stuff like that. So first off, the game's introduction, just like Quest for Glory 3, is obscenely loud, and there is nothing I can do to lower the volume. I cannot explain anything to you, actually, from the beginning part of the game. It's just too loud, you won't hear me whatsoever, and I refuse to manipulate my microphone and mess up every other game I'm recording at the same time. Nope, not gonna happen. So that's why I'm starting from here, so we can do a little bit talking about this prep, and then we can go ahead and start the game itself. This is the fourth in the Quest for Glory series, and like all the other Quest for Glory games, we were able to import our character from the previous game to this one. And thus, Galvin will continue his adventures. We'll go ahead and we'll take a look at all our stats and everything when we actually get into the game proper from the actual game start. We're only a tiny bit into the game at the moment, but we haven't missed too much, and we're going to actually start over. I like this game. This is my favorite in the Quest for Glory series, and I'll be talking about such as we walk around the lands trying to explore stuff. This is an old point-and-click adventure. I grew up with this. This was, I think, released in 1993 or 1992 is when this one came out. This was when we suddenly had, I think, 686s for computer systems. Like all the Quest for Glory series, I like walking and reading everything on the screen. But this time, the game is entirely voiced.
The heavy odor of decay overwhelms your senses and makes you feel slightly nauseated as you survey this gloomy swamp.
Yup, the entire game is narrated. Everything practically that you can do or click on will be narrated. So I won't be doing any talking other than trying to ask questions as my hero would be asking, and or talking about things as we walk around and explore. I can't think of anything too much more to talk about other than know that I do like walking everywhere. This is the game series that convinced me that I should walk everywhere all the time thanks to losing stamina. And I can't think of anything else really to talk about, so I think we're good to go, everyone. So we're going to go now back to the main screen, and we're going to go ahead and make ourselves a new character. Now, be warned, not make ourselves a character, I'm sorry, we'll import our character, adjust our stats, we get 100 points to spread in our stats and improve some of them. And then we'll be in the actual game, which is where we're in now. But it'll make sense. It'll make sense. Warning again, one more time, it is obscenely loud, so lower your volume now, just as a heads up, okay? Okay, so here we go. Let's do it. Let's do it. You want to restart? Remember, please lower your volume. Please lower it. Here we go. I'm trying to talk, but you probably can only barely hear me. Let's go ahead and import our character.
Please insert your saved character disc from any of the first 3 Quest for Glory games into the disc drive, so that your hero can make the journey to Quest for Glory, Shadows of Darkness.
Alright, let's import him.
Your character has been successfully imported. Welcome to Shadows of Darkness.
Alright, we can see he's going to be a wizard. That's fine with me. Let's continue. Alright, here's a character. Here's Galvin. Let's go ahead and put the points into some things. So, we're going to up our luck to over 300. I want more dodge, and I want more weapon use. We probably want a little bit of parry. And leftover points, I guess we dump these to communicate. I'll explain why in the actual game, because you probably can't hear me now. Let's go ahead and start.
You awaken from nightmares of flying and falling. You find yourself in this strange place, the only illumination, an eerie green glow. You've lost your weapons and the contents of your backpack somewhere during the journey. All you have are the clothes and armor on your back. This leaves you with 4 burning questions. Where are you? How did you get here? Who brought you here? And how in blazes can you get out of here? No, make that 5 burning questions. What city did your luggage end up in this time?
I guess this has happened to us a lot. So the very first thing we're going to do is lower the volume. The next thing I got to do is check to make sure the recording is actually coming out okay. And then we'll be picking up from this spot. See you guys in just a... Okay, everyone. Sounds like it's coming out okay. I've lowered my volume even a tiny bit more, so this way the awesome music isn't too loud. We should be good to go. So, let's talk about our character really quick, and we'll take a look at what we have. We'll explain what we see up here and everything else of the sort. So, as with the first game, I don't think I used this very often in the first game. I was just right-clicking a lot in that game. This will let us walk around. I love that the footsteps move. Actually, am I going to explain this? Nah, this will make sense. Look at things, interact with things with like take them and so on. Talk to people or talk to yourself and tell about things. This shows us we can run, sneak, rest, and here's our character chart. Yep. All of our stats got brought over directly from the second game. To my knowledge, we're better off in almost every way from the base wizard, who starts with 200s or 250s and everything. Everything that he's allowed to take. Like, we have throwing. Starting wizard doesn't have any throwing. Why did I put points into things that I did put points in? So, because they were the lowest of any of the things I had. Communicate's always going to be difficult to improve, so I wanted to put a few points into it. Luck was really low. I definitely want luck a little higher. And I wanted my weapon use and dodge up a tiny bit. Same thing with parry. We'll be actually able to rapidly improve those in this game, unlike Quest for Glory 3, where we weren't able to do that as easily. You can't ever dump any points in honor. Remember that the maximum value in this game is now 400 rather than 300. Here's our spells. So we still have all the spells we had in the previous game, and it looks like Detect Magic's only 200. What? We actually... No, I wasn't able to prove it at all. So it sat at 195 the entire time. Okay. So it got bumped up 5 points. It was at 195. And in this game, we'll actually be able to improve it. Here's our Dazzle at 300. Our Zap spell was up to 250. We were unable to improve it in the game. And everything else remains, at, I believe, at the levels that we had improved it to at the very end of the last game. Nice. 257 there. 260 reversal. 224 in juggling lights. Awesome. I think it starts at 150 in this game. Same thing with lightning ball. So we have a few points put in it. But honestly, our combat spells should be the easiest thing to improve in this game, thanks to me abusing how it works, which I totally won't feel bad about. Here's our starting equipment. Let's take a look at it. This simple money pouch contains all the money you have with you. We have 1 golden crown. We have leather armor. It weighs 2,100 quarks. Leather armor provides you some protection against enemy attacks, helps keep you warm on these cool autumn evenings, and generally makes a modern fashion statement. How many quarks can we carry? I don't know. It doesn't say. Is it on our character chart? Nope, I think they might even drop quarks for the 5th game. Alright, so what happened to us? So everyone, you're probably watching this, and I probably have, well actually, what day is today? Today is September 21st. No, yes, 2017. And I finished uploading Quest for Glory 3 about 2 to 3 days ago. But it's actually been almost a month since I last recorded the game. And so when last we left off, we had just saved Tarna from a war with between the Leopardmen, the Sambani, and the Liontars by defeating the demons that were seeking to manipulate the tribes into attacking each other. We now find ourselves, however, well, right at the very end of it, right when we were getting the big congratulations on saving the world, we were suddenly teleported. And now we find ourselves here. Let's take a look around.
You are in a large cave, dimly lit by glowing lichen on the walls. Strange, irregular outcroppings of stone grow from the ground, looking like the skeleton of some enormous beast. Here and there, petrified human bodies seem to grow half in, half out of the floor and walls.
You guys will have to let me know if you prefer if I leave the text on screen or if I disable it.
You are in a large cave, dimly lit by glowing lichen on the walls.
Let me know which you prefer, because this video is going to go up before I record the next part. If I don't get any feedback, then I think we'll take off the text. But actually, we'll play with it off on the assumption that you guys don't mind it being off. We could also only have text and no audio, and I could read everything that we see on screen. But I like the audio in the game. They paid a lot of money for it. And Jennifer Hale does the voice of one of the characters in this, and I've always liked her. So we're going to go ahead and, at the very least, do this to start, I think. Normally I would have subtitles on, but it isn't so much subtitles as a big block showing you all the text that people are seeing, and sometimes that detracts in the background. Alright, well, we're a mage, as we saw that we got imported over. It actually lets you pick a paladin if you wanted, if that's what you were in the previous game. Or actually, no, not even that. You can play a paladin because why not in this one? So what we're going to do, though, is we're a mage, so let's do magey things. And the first thing we're going to do is cast Reversal to protect ourselves.
You cast the Reversal spell.
We'll immediately... Oh, we don't have a zap. We don't have a dagger, so we can't... Or anything, so we can't cast zap. Let's cast Detect Magic and see what's around here.
There is a faint glow of magic on all of the bones, stronger near the altar. The torch sconces beside the altar have some magic, and the altar itself radiates a strong magical aura. The torch on the right side of the altar also radiates a magical aura.
Oh, they didn't actually sparkle, though. It was supposed to sparkle. One second, I'm gonna try this again really quick. I'm gonna skip the text.
There is the torch on the right.
Oh, it didn't sparkle this time. Okay, how about that? Oh, God!
You stumble and fall over the ancient petrified corpse. As you pick yourself up, you discover a dagger and some coins on the dried-out dead body. It isn't going to use them anymore, so you take them.
Wow! That's the first time I think I fell! What did we walk on?
The desiccated corpse is half buried in the rock of the cave floor.
You can just barely make out the skull here.
The deteriorated corpse has grown partway into the cave wall. It's a rotted, ancient corpse, half buried in the cave wall.
I love the way he reads it. Let's go ahead and give these a search. I think we automatically searched this corpse when we stumbled on it.
A brief search reveals a piece of hard grey rock, which you take, and some coins, 3 crowns and 13 kopecks.
Okay. Oh, let's take a look at these really quick. A dagger. This is a flat-handled dagger, suitable both for close-in fighting and throwing. Flint. You have a small gray piece of flint, much like the one described in your famous Adventurer's Survival's Course manual in your first fire starting section. You vaguely remember something about using flint and steel together. Why don't we go ahead and cast Zap?
Your weapon is now magically charged.
And we'll go ahead and search this body.
You find 30 assorted copper and gold coins on the body.
What the heck happened here? Look at this place. It's like we're on the top of a giant skeleton as well.
It seems to be a kind of stone valve acting as a door to the passageway beyond.
Interesting.
You are in a large...
I think these are the only things we can look at. Let's take a look at the altar a little bit.
This is some kind of altar to the Dark One. The top is covered with sand. Torch holders flank the altar to provide light for nameless rites and unspeakable rituals.
What's a Dark One? Can we make it lighter in here? We can, though I don't see anything else in here. Alright, can we interact with the altar?
It looks like a torch, but there doesn't appear to be any pitch or other flammable material on it.
Oh, we looked at the torch. Let's light the torch. We have a dagger, so we should be able to make a spark with the dagger and our flint.
You strike sparks off the flint using your dagger. Torch soon begins to burn, almost as if by magic.
We could probably take this to give us portable light without needing to cast juggling lights every few seconds.
You take the torch.
And let's light the other one. Been a long time maybe since the altar of the Dark One got some light on it.
You strike sparks off the flint using your dagger. Torch soon begins to burn, almost as if by magic.
Ooh, creepy. I like it. Let's save the game really quick. Alright. Well, let's take a peek around here now. Does anything else get illuminated? No, nothing else. Alright, let's see if we can make our way out of here. We have an open spell. That'll probably let us out. Right. One thing I really liked about this game is how immediately you're thrust into danger. It was one of the few games I played where this had happened, at least at the time. Whoa, Kira, where are you going? Stop that. Alright, can we cast open on this?
The valve is bound by magic. Your spell has no effect.
Can we trigger it then?
The chaotic forces in these caves twist and change your magic in strange, unpredictable ways. For the moment, that spell has no discernible effect.
Okay, so no. Are we able to pry it open?
You force the sphincter open with your dagger and pass through. You've made it into a large chamber. Stone valves, like the one you just passed through, apparently block 3 other passageways. There is a huge stone altar in the center of the room, and an exit to the south.
In this room, we'll leave the text on, so you guys can make a better informed decision as to what we should do. Alright, well, we're here. Let's cast Detect Magic as usual in every room we walk into.
The entire cave is suffused with dark, eldritch magic. The focus seems to be the altar near the center of the chamber.
We also have something down here.
You're in the heart of the cave. Stone valves close off passageways leading in all directions. In the center of the chamber is a bleak stone altar covered with dark stains.
That's interesting. The text says sphincter-like valves. That's actually more disgusting, and I love it.
Someone has placed a large sheet, like a sort of makeshift shroud, over the withered corpse. It also has a small money pouch.
Oh, well, we're searching it then. We need all the money we can get right now. We were low on money in the last game, too, if I recall.
You pick up the canvas sheet and take 3 crowns and 17 kopecks from the pouch. He won't be needing them anytime soon.
Anything else here?
You're in the heart of the...
Let's take a look at this altar.
The rough stone altar is covered with dark stains as of blood long since dried to powder. You feel a creepy, uneasy sensation whenever you pass near it.
Oh, man. I love this room. Sierra had some of the best-looking demonic things when I was growing up. Oh, it was incredible.
A stone valve blocks this passageway to another part of the cave.
Can we force our way through this?
Try as you might, the stone valve will not open. Perhaps this isn't the right time.
Can we open it with our open spell? Probably not, but we'll try anyway.
The chaotic forces in these caves
No, we can't.
A long passageway leads off in this direction.
I guess we'll take that way then. Sometimes there's a battle. Not today.
A flock of winged creatures emerges from the cave entrance, and they don't look friendly.
Alright, battle time! Here we go! Oh, we got poisoned! Oh, we got hit again! Back up, Tim. Time it right.
In a bitter battle, you were better than the badders. You kick some butt, too.
My only problem with the game is that he doesn't sound all too thrilled sometimes.
Your weapon is now magically charged.
So, spells actually can be cast via hotkeys this time around. Like Z is my zap spell, and I think X is my flame dart, which is amazing that I can actually use hotkeys, because that's what I wish I had in the other games. Oh, unprofessional! Unprofessional, let's stop this, because we're going to get quite a few texts. Sorry. Unprofessional nonsense. Get away from your phone. Let's search these bodies really quick.
The batter wasn't carrying any valuables. Besides, its body is really gross.
What is a batter?
A long Can
we actually look at one of the batters, or can we not look at it?
The dead bodies of the batters are flea-bitten and very smelly.
Ooh. Batters are bats, or spider bats, basically. What a horrible combination of that is. Wow, look at this place.
You sense no magic in this area.
Huh. Okay, let's look around.
You can see the entrance to a large cave at the bottom of the pit. You catch an occasional glimpse of a horrid, multi-tentacled monster just inside the cave.
That doesn't sound very good.
You can see the entrance to a large cave at the bottom of the pit. You catch an occasional glimpse of a horrid, multi-tentacled monster just inside the cave.
So we don't want to go down there.
This is the entrance to a smaller cave, or perhaps a second outlet from the large one.
I can see some wind. There must be an exit here somewhere.
The strong wind in this cave is blowing the plants towards a passage on the left side of the chasm. Such cave drafts commonly indicate an exit of some sort.
Oh, sweet. Okay. We just have to figure out how to get over there. How about the rope?
A heavy rope bridge spans the deep chasm.
Can we test the rope?
You cautiously test the rope before crossing. It feels as though it's firmly anchored on both ends of the chasm.
Can we take it?
A rope might be useful, but it's firmly attached on both ends. You think about cutting it loose, but then decide that you may have to come back this way again.
Oh, good point. We can't climb across. It doesn't give us the option to do that. And we can't fly across. We don't have a fly spell. However, similar to the last time we were in this predicament, we have a more obtuse way to do this.
As you hold up the sheet like a sail, you can feel the wind pushing it, and you, towards the pit. Unfortunately, you're a little too heavy. You don't think the wind is powerful enough to push you across safely.
Yes, but we can cast our levitate spell. Oh, God!
You just barely made it across the pit.
Whew! That was terrible! What the heck is down there?
You can see the... There is a broad stone ledge on this side of the rope bridge.
And the passage?
You can see a glint of light somewhere beyond this exit.
Okay, that's where we're going. Let's take off the text. Save the game in case we die. And I guess we're gonna work our way out of here. I remember that as the thief, I think you can tightrope walk across this, and the fighter can do handholds over it. And in the fighter's situation, I think you lose almost all your stamina doing so, however, just as a heads up. Oh.
You slip through the mouth of the cave, just in time to avoid being crushed by its closing jaws.
Look at this place. What a terrible looking cave, too.
You are alive! Only one person has ever walked away from there before. Who are you? How did you get here? Oh, there are so many questions I want to ask you, but I have to get home quickly. It is so dangerous out at night in Mordavia. The town is due north of here. Be careful, there are many bad things wandering around. Good luck! Oh, by the way, my name is Katrina. I hope we meet again sometime. Farewell.
Wow, what is she doing out here? Well, let's cast Detect Magic again and see if there's anything out here.
You sense no magic in this area.
Okay, well, let's take a look around then.
Rocks have formed an island within the goo. The cave mouth looks like the jaws of some horrid creature, waiting to chew up and swallow anyone who should be so foolish as to try to enter the cave.
Oh, this place is awesome looking. Oh my goodness, I love it. Look at the tentacles coming out of its head. That is awesome. Very alien-like. We also have this weird arc. What's this?
The archway above the path is inscribed with 8 arcane symbols. You recognize 7 of them, from Arcania 101 no doubt, as the symbols of blood, bone, breath, essence, heart, the mouth, and the senses. The 8th is new to you. It looks a bit like a 6-tentacled starfish, or perhaps more like a squished squid. Something...
Oh crap! Let me do this again.
The archway... The 8th is new to you. It looks a bit like...
Oh, one more time.
The archway above... The 8th is new to you. It looks a bit like a 6-tentacled starfish, or perhaps more like a squished squid. Something about the symbol fascinates and scares you at the same time.
Those are the best type of tentacles creatures. Let's take a better closer look at this.
This symbol looks like a 6-armed starfish, or perhaps like the tentacles of an octopus. You sense a feeling of strange, chaotic power from it. The 6-pointed symbol seems to pulse with energy and comes loose in your hand when you touch it. You have the feeling that you may need this sign, so you carefully store it in your pack.
Oh, look at this! That looks incredible. What's the one? I'll try to remember to put a link in the video down below. But I remember seeing a video about an incredibly creepy-looking octopus off the coast of Mexico, down where the oil rigs are digging. They were looking around to, I think, build another one or something, and on camera they caught this squid swimming down there at the depths, and it's got these weird elbowed-like tentacles, and the tentacles look like they're like 100 or more feet or yards long. Oh my god, it was creepy. I'll try to put an image of it down below. Well, not an image, but a link to the video which shows it down below if I can remember. And it is nighttime out here at the moment. Okay, well, I think that's all we can do here at the moment. Let's take a better look at this really quick. Dark One sign. Something about this bronze symbol makes your skin crawl. It looks vaguely like a stylized octopus with only 6 tentacles. Alright, well, I don't... Oh, what's this goo, by the way?
The icky, greasy, grimy goo flows close beneath your path at this point.
So, not water, some sort of sludge. Wow, the smell here must be absolutely terrible. Oh. Looks like New Jersey. Where is this? Wait, let's look around really quick.
A pool of sticky, greasy-looking slime dominates this area below the cave. A stream of slimy goo oozes down the right side, and goo dripping on the path makes it slimy and treacherous as well.
Very dangerous, if I recall, this area. What's this pillar?
This tall standing stone has been carved, so that the top looks like a squid is perched upon it.
Oh, look at these trees. They look diseased.
Twisted, sick-looking tree holds tenuously to the central island. The huge tree looks to be half wood, half stone.
Oh man, they haven't done too well over here. Any magic?
You sense moderately powerful but latent magic waiting near the top of the squid stone. The bonsai bush also possesses magic, but it is of a gentler, more subtle nature.
Bonsai bush. Oh, there it is, down there.
A delicately crafted bonsai bush looks totally out of place in a pool of dark, unhealthy-looking goo. This tall...
Oh, we looked at that already. Let's trigger the statue?
The earth shakes as the standing stone rocks on its base, then falls over to form a bridge up to the upper ledge.
That will let us safely climb down here.
The standing stone...
I think we can... Yep, just walk across it.
Your reversal spell is wearing thin.
If I click on it, what do we...
The standing stone feels rock solid.
Okay, let's recast our reversal in this area.
You cast the reversal spell.
And I guess we're heading out. Oh, I see there's more sludge here, too.
A narrow stream of viscous, gooey, grimy sludge oozes its way down the hillside.
I love the way he says oozes. Oh my god, this place is incredible. We're about to see what it actually looks like sometimes outside my house. Yep. Just like this, some days.
The heavy odor of decay overwhelms your senses and makes you feel slightly nauseated as you survey this gloomy swamp.
It's not this bad, but it can be. I can go down the street and I can see something that looks pretty much like this. Any magic?
The grasping hands of the floating balls of light, such a surprise, are magical. The rest is just nasty, mucky swamp. The decayed remains of a human arm claw at you as if to drag you down to share its doom.
Oh, awesome.
The heavy odor of decay overwhelms your senses and makes you feel slightly nauseated as you survey this gloomy swamp.
We'll get a chance to more fully explore this place later. Right now, we should try to get back to town. And it's no longer nighttime, which is also why those glowing balls of light were not there during that trip out.
You are in the southwestern corner of the forest. Dank mists rise from a dismal swamp to the south and west. The path to the dark cave lies to the southeast.
She mentioned that the town was due north from where she was. Let's see if we can make our way up there. Maybe we can find a path that would help us get up that way.
You are in the southwestern corner of the forest. Dank mists rise from a dismal swamp to the southwest.
Well, we'll keep heading north. I love the atmosphere here. Oh, look at the little bubbling, gurgling streams and what have you.
The ground bears a rich carpet of fallen leaves as the trees prepare for winter's annual assault.
It's just starting that outside now. The leaves are slightly beginning to fall. Another 2 weeks, and they'll be falling pretty rapidly here. It takes me a few hours to get all the leaves up from my yard.
You are in the western part of the forest.
Okay, I'm glad we know where we are in retrospect compared to, like, the entirety of the map. This also follows the Quest for Glory 1 way of exploring, which is honestly my favorite way to have it done.
You are near the northwestern corner of the forest.
Still no path or anything. This place is not very well traveled. No one must leave the town or anything like that, I suppose.
Pine trees grow in profusion in this cool climate. In winter, they needle the deciduous trees mercilessly.
They do indeed.
You are near the northwestern corner of the forest. An overgrown road once ran east and west through this area. You can see part of the town wall to the northeast, and an ominous castle far to the north.
Remember that according to game directions, up is always north, or almost always.
The stream water is cold, crisp, and clear. It tastes refreshing.
At least we won't die of thirst while we're out here.
You are near the northwestern corner of the forest.
Okay, I guess we're gonna just keep going. We'll walk this way toward the town. We need food. I think we get a warning that we're getting hungry soon. Oh, there's a town. Hello.
You are on an old road. The way to the west is badly overgrown, while the route north and south has seen considerably more traffic. You can see cultivated fields and the walls of a town to the north.
Oh, nice. All right, well, that means there's civilization, especially
Your reversal spell is wearing thin.
if the crops are still cultivated. Hello, hunting hawk.
The hungry hunting hawk alertly searches for signs of game not already claimed by the forest monsters.
He'll usually, fly off and make a screeching sound, which is echoes very creepily in the background. Love it. Absolutely love this game. Hey, we made it to town. Awesome. Without any encounters to boot.
You do not sense any magical energy here at the moment.
At the moment, alright.
The walls of the town rise majestically above you. Twin towers stand over the town wall, massive silent sentinels over the gate.
I love how it's read. It sounds so I don't know the word to describe it. It sounds so good. I love the way that they describe things in the game.
The villagers have erected a scarecrow to keep birds away from the newly harvested corn. The bottom of the gully is filled with water from the autumn storms. One of the tall trees of the forest frames the town gate like a natural archway. An old stump by the side of the road makes a convenient resting place for passers-by. Some beautiful giant pumpkins are growing in the field.
Oh, I can't wait till pumpkins are on display here. That's going to be wonderful. There's a little secret here as well.
You find 5 crowns that someone hid in the hollow stump. They're covered with mold and dirt, and have obviously been long since forgotten.
Oh, then no one will mind that we take them. All right, well, let's go pay our respects to the townsfolk, I suppose. Oh, hello. What do we have here?
You sense magic radiating from the staff and protecting this area. The curved staff has a very organic look to it. Its curves seem somehow feminine. You can feel a sense of magical power radiating all around it.
Indeed, it looks like it's creating all these flowers, what have you, especially considering that it is autumn outside.
Green grass surrounds the monument, heedless of the many feet which trample it daily. Beautiful, out-of-season flowers grow all around the stone monument. The trees reach their limbs above the surrounding wall in search of sunlight. The upper branches dance in the breeze.
A really beautiful place.
To the north you can see the buildings of the town. It looks a little like Spielberg, yet also very different in some undefinable way.
More rustic, I think. Less colorful as well. Well, let's visit the town, I suppose. Hello. Person, hello.
You! How did you get here? Why are you here? Few strangers come to Mordavia. I am the Burgomeister. It is my job to know everyone and everything that goes on here.
Okay, let's put back on the text to show you what text is like with that on. And hello, Burgomeister, how are you?
The Burgomeister stares at you suspiciously.
I came here from the cave. I'm a bit of a hero, though I don't know if you know about me. I don't suppose you need any hero stuff done.
You tell the Burgomeister about how you came here.
Do you expect me to believe such a story? That you could walk out of that cave alive? That the cave would be open? Tell me no more lies.
Alright, very, very suspicious. Hello. How are you? What's your name?
My name is Dmitri Ivanov. I am the Burgomeister of this town.
Oh, okay. What's the town? This is a very fine place you have here.
This is the town of Mordavia. There is an inn and a shop down the street where you can spend the night or get some supplies and be on your way. The sooner you leave, the better for all. There are many dangers in Mordavia, and we certainly do not need a stranger to stir up new troubles.
Right. Definitely don't want me here. Where's the shop?
The shop does not carry much. We have been cut off from supplies for a while now. Still, you may at least restock your food rations before you continue with your travels.
I intend to do that, thank you. And the inn, I might want a room for at least a day or two while I'm here before I leave.
The Hotel Mordavia has rooms and food. It is a safe place to spend the night.
You were mentioning dangers around here?
There are many strange and dangerous creatures that live in Mordavia. Trust nothing. The gates of this town are closed at sunset. Do not let yourself get caught outside after dark, for few can survive a Mordavian night or remain sane enough to speak of it.
I don't think we'll be ready for a nighttime adventure in Mordavia for quite some time, maybe like a week or two. I take it you had some troubles? Anything I can help with?
Just leave Mordavia quickly. No good comes from outsiders, and we do not want you here.
Fair enough. Alright then. Can you tell me at least anything about the town while I'm out here? Is there any place else I can go?
Mordavia is a valley surrounded by mountains. There used to be a road which led from here, but heavy rains have created a swamp at the base of the mountain south of here. No wagons can get you in or out, nor can any person, except perhaps you.
Alright, well, thank you. I'm gonna go shopping and then pay a visit to the inn. Maybe take a look around town for tonight, and I'll leave first thing tomorrow.
Leave here quickly. Go, and soon.
Alright, so which one of these is the shop?
You don't notice anything special there? The sign reads General Store. You wonder how much of a commission the salespeople get.
Guess they sell generals there.
From the sign reading Burgomeister's office, you cleverly deduce that the Burgomeister works here. It's been years since you studied Mordavian, but you think that Burgomeister might be the word for mayor, or perhaps sheriff.
Sounds like this guy's acting as both.
The sign simply reads Inn. Guess that means you should go in. This is a well-stocked country store. Various foodstuffs and useful items adorn the shelves.
Alright, well, let's head on in. Pay our visit to the shopkeeper. Similar to how we started out in the Quest for Glory 1, then.
This general store is cheery and well lit, thanks to the warm hearth. The first things that you notice are the cats. They seem to be everywhere. Then you see the shopkeeper, sitting on her rocking chair as she knits. She's a very, sturdy-looking woman.
So, you're the stranger in town. I've heard all about you already.
Oh, from who? Hello there.
Yeah, polite, aren't you? And manners are as manners do, as my husband used to say. We'll see.
Well, my name is Galvin, and I am a hero to this town. It's a pleasure to meet you.
You can call me Olga. Mrs. Stovich is too formal after all. We don't welcome strangers here. They bring nothing but trouble. All the same, it's good to see a new face again.
Oh, thank you. Well, what do you have for sale?
Let me see, what could you use? Well, besides my regular items like brooms and pens, I really don't have anything else for adventurers like yourself. I do have some lovely sandwiches you can use for rations. And garlic, of course you'll need garlic. I've also got some oil you can use to keep the weapons and armor from rusting. And if you like sweets, I've got some yummy homemade candy. Although the garlic-flavored ones have all been purchased by now. I'll have to make some more. Oh, and a shopping bag to carry things in. I have a couple of those left.
Garlic-flavored candies. I don't think I've ever had anything quite like that, though I wonder if garlic fudge might taste a little interesting. So... you mentioned... Oh, well, actually, Olga, was it? I'm really just interested at the moment in your trail rations.
My husband always said I make the most interesting sandwiches. They're very good for you, and I only charge 50 kopecks each for them.
50 cents each. How much for the flask of oil?
A flask of household oil will cost you 100 kopecks. It's good for door squeaks and can also be used to loosen up rusty wagon wheels.
Oh, I'd like to purchase some stuff from you then. So the way it works in this game is that you can't bargain. There's no way to haggle for anything, as to my knowledge, and the prices don't go down. In fact, I don't even know what communicate's actually used for, now that I stopped to think about it, other than it's in the game. I don't even know if it's in the 5th one. But you have to buy things individually, but you can buy things to... You have to purchase... You can't purchase multiples of a single thing without clicking on it each time. Though you can purchase, I think... Oh, no! Nope, only purchase things individually. Alright, so we want some trail rations. We have 22 crowns left. We're going to purchase... I think... Well, let's buy 10 of them then. 3, That'll be 5 gold crowns, which was the crowns we found in the stump. That gives us enough money left over that we can buy other things if there is anything else to purchase. But I don't think there's any like weapon stores or anything of that sort in this town. Whatever you find is what you end up using in the game. We have a little bit of money left, but I don't think we need anything else at the moment. I know what we need, but again, I like playing the game such that Galvin doesn't know what he needs to purchase yet, so that'll do it. So tell me about your shop, Olga. Is it just you who runs it?
Yeah, my husband and myself have run this shop for many, many years. My husband passed on now, but I keep it just the way he liked it. A well-run shop is a busy shop, he always used to say. Not very busy anymore, what with the swamp. But I try to keep it going the best I can. Mostly housewares, but a few items that might interest you.
I don't think I should ask her about rumors at the moment. We'll come back tomorrow, maybe purchase a few more things before we head on out. We'll ask her rumors then. Alright, Olga. Well, thank you very much.
You be careful. We don't need you going around stirring up trouble, after all. Got enough as it is. If you do find something interesting, you let me know, of course, won't you?
Ah, town gossip.
You eat it. You eat it.
Alright, let's take a look around the shop now.
You don't notice anything special there? The shopkeeper is a short, plump, plain-faced woman with coarse features. The cozy cat conveys a calmness most common in comfortable confine.
Ooh, that was fun to say.
This used to be a knitting basket, but now seems to have become a cat basket. Amazing how that tends to happen.
Indeed. I don't own any cats. They seem like amazing creatures, though.
The cozy cat.
I guess he says that
about
all of this.
This pot is looking a bit blue. Maybe that's because it hasn't been sold yet.
Ha! Ha!
The large ewers are just right for carrying water.
Whoa, you sound different there, sir.
The shopkeeper does a good business in clocks. Apparently the villagers like to be able to tell when night is approaching. Either garlic is one of the most popular products here, or the shopkeeper ordered way too much and hasn't been able to get rid of it.
That's a lot of garlic.
The fire helps keep the shop and the cats warm on these cold autumn evenings. A set of plates sits on the high shelf out of the cat's reach.
Clever.
Doesn't every mantle have a candelabra?
I've never heard that before. I guess so.
It's an ornamental dinner plate.
And this one?
It's an It looks like an ancient temple that the shopkeeper has put up on the mantle as a good luck symbol.
Oh, interesting. Alright, well, let's head on out then. And I think we're actually going...
Goodbye. Or, as my dear departed Boris used to say, may the winds blow fair at your back.
I think we'll stop here, everybody. It gives me a chance to make sure that the recording's coming out okay. So the next episode, we'll explore the remainder of the town, assuming that we still have time, and I think we do. Oh, wow, it's still early morning. Yep, so we'll explore the rest of the town, and I will see you guys then. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Also, let me know what you think about the text option for people. If I don't get an answer, then I guess I'll leave the text up, actually, rather than leave it off, if only because maybe you'll be interested in reading the text, since I know that people don't always say all the text. Alright, well, I'm done talking. Thank you guys for watching again, and I will still see you in the next one, hopefully. Take care, everyone.